Yeah, so I really, really love this session. I really learned a lot. And what I really liked about it, I think the most was, well, I like two things, but one thing that I loved about it was how you helped me with a new kind of like a different type of strategy for organic marketing that I had never really heard before. That it was like, in other words, I had always thought that I needed to quickly sell, or like quickly, you make a little rapport and then you just get them on the sales call, right? But you taught me that it's actually sometimes better, especially if you have the time to wait a little bit and to like build up a relationship more. Like what I really got from working with you is that you want to build that relationship with the potential prospect. And then it makes sense. We talked about how you can get testimonials, and that was super helpful. What we talked about that I love that I'm going to bring into my business is number one, to do something of this nature where I actually do, like, I give them a little free coaching here. I give them a little free sample, and then I also combine it with my market research call so that I'm also getting something out of it. And then I also say, hey, and I would love an honest review afterwards. That would mean a lot to me. I'm here trying to give the best service I can, and it's super, super helpful to me. And I also like the fact, and then we also talked about how you get the testimonials the same day by asking them, hey, at the end of this call. And I would even add that something that I think that you would agree with is what I can do in the future is when they're booking, either I have an appointment setter or I book it. Right now I'm booking them. So
Mm.
like if when I book it, say, hey, just so you know, like kind of like what your appointment setter did. She was like, your assistant, she was like, would it, in exchange, we would ask if you give us a review of the session. How does that sound? I said, okay, great. And so I'm really excited.
Hmm. Yeah, I,
So
I
this
think
was
so
a very,
also.
very helpful session. And I
Good.
definitely. So I love that. And I also really liked how, of course I like asked you, and I also like the fact that you sort of let me kind of drive the meeting, in terms of
Okay.
like what I wanted to go over. Like you didn't have like such a strict agenda that you
Mm-mm.
like had to follow. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
you were okay, because like I really wanted to do the marketing stuff, the messaging,
Mm.
and you were fine with that. And
Wow, I'm
very
really
cool.
happy that you got
Awesome.
something
And
out of it. Yeah.
oh, I did.